when I had the opportunity to come back to this project, I spoke with the homeowner. I said, you know what, it's been about 3 years, I want to come back. The plant life is really mature, so I wanted to capture that. When we first finished this project, it was basically naked. We did have some artificial plants here, but they were, the size and the scope of this particular project is really such that you really just need the foliage to really grow up. So I'm very excited to see what he's done. I made a suggestion to put some Boston ivies here because we do have a vine that goes up that's made out of epoxy, but I didn't want the vine to just be epoxy. I did want it to have some real foliage. So we are going to be able to get some vinage to go up there and wrap itself around there. It's just going to take some more time. But the rest of this stuff here is doing very well. These major overhangs and major fractures right here are really nice. And this guy's really doing well. It's bonding well to the cement, and it's going all the way up. That crack is exactly what we wanted it to do. And it's starting to just go up there and just kind of obscure the rockwork. So everything is looking really nice. I'm excited about the way that this is all turning out. This is a bonus. All through here, the artificial palm trees are a real nice touch. I got these out of a place in New Jersey, and they run about $3,000 to $3,600. But I'll tell you, as far as what I've seen, these are the best. These are the best artificial trees that I've come across, and this is something that just really looks great. This back cave entrance here, this is really cool. I wanted to kind of have a secret passageway, or I called it a pirate's cave, and I wanted to be able to get back up in here and really kind of let the kids explore. It's really noisy in here, but you can see just how everything just kind of culminates to this peekaboo moment. And of course, everybody likes to run and jump through the cave. At night, this is really lit up pretty nice. There's another back entrance in there for power and for the cleaning device. Now, this next area was really nice. I wanted to be able to come onto this project and just have like a tranquil environment. And so this leads us to the Japanese rock garden area. And I didn't want to do it all in big rock, but I decided to just kind of scale it down, make a few short steps right here, and then go to some more of the traditional pieces. Now he came in and he already put down some of this rock work in here, and of course all of this is really beautiful. And these big pieces were done by a friend of his who's a landscaper in the local area. But it's really a nice view. If you look at the back side of this, there's a lot of nice big architecture here, big fractures. And that's kind of a beautiful aspect of the back of this face. You can hear the water. You can't really see the water, but something's going on the other side of this thing. Back here, because the hot tub is completely enclosed, I had to have an access point here. So I told them, plant the bush. And that way it kind of obscures this cave-esque looking hole. And if you go back in there, which you could, you'll see a lot of the power and the pumping apparatus that's completely open for the hot tub. So all through here we have more of the same, more rock work. It's It's really cool to have some pieces like this just kind of in the garden. Other nice waterfalls that he had purchased. And this kind of just all adds to a very relaxing environment on the outset. Other pieces of artwork, waterfalls, and then kind of a really unique outdoor bed. This leads us to our seat wall. Left and right, we use the Hardscape system to do that, and it really looks beautiful. And this kind of just gives us the first snapshot of walking onto the pool deck. As we get to the main deck area, you know, you're just met with this fantastic shot of the water, various levels of the water. I also wanted the slide to kind of be a part of the waterfall too. So by having some water coming off the top there, I just basically wanted to kind of corrupt this. I didn't want it to be really all about the slide. I wanted the waterfall to really kind of like meet it together. So I have all the water kind of generally falling in that one area. The hot tub's really nice because as you come up here and you get to this level, you're in a secluded hot tub area. And so he also has a fire element on the top there. So at night he can turn that on. And there's also another fire element up at the top. But this is really nice. The kids love to get in this thing. And of course, who doesn't like being able to step down into a hot tub instead of climbing into one? The pool is kind of cool. It's a 40 by 30, and it's kind of in an L. So it's really nice. It does have waterfalls and a water feature that shoots over it, but this is something that the kids really like to play with. Of course, the older kids like to jump off of everything. All of these rocks have been basically, you know, when you got these rocks right here along the side, you've got this one over here by the rope swing, and all of those top pieces right there, they love to launch themselves off of. This is a interesting piece here to control all the water features. I've got it cutaways so that you can turn those and dial those down any way that you want. With a simple removable rock. It looks like it's super heavy, but it's actually not. So that worked out very nicely. It's just kind of wedged in there. Got a little bit of a flower action going here. This is a jumping rock right here. And the kids love to launch themselves off of this thing. This is like the first stage 1 jumping rock. You know, it's only about 1.5 feet off, but it's perfect for diving. And this is the deep side, by the way. So, you know, they have a lot of fun with that. The rope swing is a big hit too. I think the rope swing is, the record is 3 times. Up, down, up, down, up, down, and that's it. You can't let go of the rope. And of course, they always like to hang off the top piece too. This area here, walking down into like the pool house area, he wanted to kind of separate this concrete from the backyard sand volleyball pit. And these stones here are basically a visual block, so it doesn't look like it's, you know, just a starch transition from the side. So you've got steps that come down and go right into the sand volleyball pit, and that's a perfect transition to get in and out. The rest of the area is covered by netting, so this is the place where you go in and you get out. And they just, loads of fun here. This is well used. And then of course the plant life that's going in there, he's got some plants going. Going up into the mountain, of course, this is where it kind of gets mysterious. You've got a lot of nice fractures. You got a waterfall right here. Another palm tree. He's got misters everywhere. I got misters in various locations, so at night, you know, those mist up and fog up everywhere. Once you get up here, you get a really nice view of the overall look. It is intimidating when you look over the side. The pool's 9.5 feet deep, and this is where a lot of the kids just, man, they just never get tired of jumping off this thing. Believe it or not, this rock is specifically designed for a referee. He sits right up here on this. He can sit right here or down there. And his job is to negotiate who goes next, because you don't want somebody jumping off the high rock and another guy going down the slide at the same time, because there could be a collision. So this is basically the perch where an adult sits up here, just basically monitors, says who gets to go where. But from up here, you can see they just never get tired of just the environment. Looking around, you can have it. You got a good perspective over everything. And then, of course, over here is the luxurious water slide. Overall, this is probably one of my favorite waterfalls, water features that I've ever done. And of course, just loads of fun. Every year this place just gets better. The memories and the times that you have and you spend. That's another thing that's fun. I couldn't build anything in this in my backyard. My property isn't suited for it. But I love building it for somebody and being able to come over and just hang out for a while. So it is fun. It's a lot of fun. And of course, the clients are just awesome. So gracious. So this is a pretty good overview of this whole project. And this is probably one of the foremost reasons why I want to encourage all of you guys. If you guys are even on the fence, just take the step, take the dive, take the plunge, step off into the deep end. Foam core construction really opens up to a lot of unique possibilities. And that's what's exciting about this craft, you know. This all started out with just on clay models and just began to manipulate things, and the kids got involved and they wanted to see this and they wanted to see that. The adults had their agenda and everybody just kind of collaborated, and before you knew it, we just had this incredible piece. And what's interesting is there's no part of this that isn't used. It's all viable. Even years afterwards, everybody says there's really nothing that was fabricated that isn't used all the time. And that's when you know you're really hitting the nail on the head. So I just want to encourage you guys, get involved. Go to verticalartisans.com. Look on some of the courses. It's a lot of fun, and you can do it. You can do it. You know, a lot of guys think that this is difficult, but it's really not. All you got to do is just take a leap of faith.